today we are going to make a very simple bread, which is your garlic bread. In this bread, the dough is going to be plain, and then we are going to flavor it by applying garlic paste and chopped garlic on top of it. Let's look at the ingredients.
The ingredients are refined flour, sugar, yeast, fat, salt, and garlic. So to make the dough, first make a well, add the yeast to it, add grain sugar, and start adding water and mix it. The water required is approximately 150 ml, but it depends on how much you need, so it can vary. Mix it nicely and start binding the dough together. Add water little by little. You need to make a nice soft dough. Now the garlic that is used in this case, we are going to peel the garlic, chop the garlic, and then saute it in butter. If you want, you can also use garlic paste while sauteing, so that you have it's a little bit viscous or liquid in consistency, what you can spread. If you don't have garlic paste, it's fine, just saute the garlic in butter and you can use it. Do not add raw garlic to the dough. If you want, you can roast the garlic and then add it to the dough, but don't add raw garlic to the dough. It will affect the yeast and the quality of production or the fermentation. Once the dough is nicely bound together, start kneading the dough well. Remove everything from your hands. And knead it well. If you want, you can also flavor it with garlic and cheese or garlic and parsley, whatever you would like. But today we are going to use only garlic, which is chopped and sauteed. So once the dough is nicely kneaded, here I have added little more water because I think I can handle it and it requires. If you cannot handle it, don't make the dough very soft. Add only as much as you can handle it, because in the end you're going to roll the dough. So a little more than 150 has gone into it. Once the dough is nicely kneaded, use your fat and salt. Cream it together to remove the lumps from the fat. and then incorporate it into the dough. Knead this also very well. And once that is done, round it up. Ensure there are no cracks on the surface. It's a nice soft dough. And keep it on a clean surface. Here I'm going to use a clean Swiss roll tray to place it on. You can place it on the table on a clean surface and either cover it with a damp cloth, or here I'm covering with a glass bowl. Allow it to prove till it doubles in size, and once that is done, knock it back. Sprinkle some flour on the table. Pick the dough up with the dough scraper. Place it upside down. Remove the air. Now, because we are going to roll it into a rectangle, we are first going to mark it on the table so that we understand the approximate size to which we are going to roll it. So this is approximately 3 times the dough scraper to 2 times the dough scraper that I have taken. And start rolling. Remember, while rolling, you have to roll it inward to outward. Okay? And you have to pick up your rolling pin every time you roll. Ensure that the dough is not sticking on the table. Try and make the edges nice. Don't make them round. Stretch it from the edges, corners. Roll the dough nicely. Pick it up to check whether it's not sticking to the table. Allow the dough to shrink. Stretch it from the corners. While doing so, be careful not to tear it. Keep on rolling it till you get the desired size. You can use flour, but use minimal flour because that will make the dough dry. So you can use flour to prevent it from sticking to the table, but don't use excess of it. Now, once it's done, take some water in your hand and spread it all over the dough. This will help us spread our chopped peel and chopped garlic, which is sauteed in butter. This will help us spread it. Now, while spreading garlic, ensure that you leave at least half an inch on the top so that when you're rolling, it can be sealed over there. So spread it everywhere else except half an inch on the top. If you're adding cheese, sprinkle your cheese, don't spread the cheese, otherwise it will become lumpy. So first spread the garlic and then just sprinkle the cheese. Over here we are just using garlic, so this is fine. Once this is done, start folding it from the base. Get into a nice tight roll. On the top, stretch the corner so as to make it into a proper rectangle. Put water to allow the dough to stick. And pinch it so as to seal the edge or the corner so that it does not open up. Once this is done, we need to divide our dough into 10 portions. Ensure that it is divided equally. There is no way that you will be able to do it again. As in case of our normal bread rolls, we can, if one is big, one is small, we can do it again. In this case, you won't be able to do it. Now, using a nylon thread on your fingers, cut the dough. Ensure that you're cutting it straight and not at a slant. Once this is done, place it on a lightly greased tray. Place it and press it so that it is in shape, it does not topple over. So press it lightly. Because it will again become big, so don't worry about it, but lightly you will have to press it. Once this is done, prove the garlic rolls for half an hour or till it doubles in size. Then bake it at 220 degrees Celsius for 10 to 12 minutes. Once it's out of the oven, apply melted fat over it. And your garlic rolls are ready. Thank you.